Hi, it's Dina. Hi, Hope Crew. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to a series about forgiveness, Vlogmas, if you will. I'm using it as Advent to prepare for the new year. But whatever time this video finds you, I hope it encourages you to forgive yourself and make the changes in your life that you want to make, whatever time of year that is. Today, I'm doing a video about forgiving yourself if you have sexual urges or inappropriate sexual feelings. Maybe you act on them, maybe you don't. Maybe you harbor them silently and you're ashamed or you feel guilty for the things that turn you on. And so today what I want to say for you, number one, is to just forgive yourself, because there are a lot of things in the world that are coming to young people that are, and old people. The internet is a confusing place where everyone who has any sexual desire can announce that sexual desire and then make it seem like it's a normalized or a thing that would solve everyone's problems. I've made notes for this, and this is one of the ones that I just, it's hard to get to. All of our words that are metaphors can be very sexual, can't they? There's a reason you desire what you desire, is what I want to say. The best understanding of this word desire for me comes from the Odyssey, and Odysseus is out, he's doing his sailing ship. Penelope has been left at home. Everyone says Odysseus is dead, give him up, get remarried. There is a house full of men trying to get Penelope's favor, trying to get her to forget about Odysseus. And she desires Odysseus. And this verb, deseo, is to wish, to hope in Spanish, but it's also in this old Greek to desire something that's missing from you, something that you have previously had but now is gone, or something that your heart is longing for. And so you can't just turn your back if you're feeling yourself having sexual desires, something that you don't understand, something that is making you disconcerted or unhappy about yourself, your relationship to others, your idea of living legally in the world. Our sexuality crosses every level of human beingness. So forgive yourself that it's a complicated situation. But what I want you to think about is that our sexual desires are very close to being something like dreams. I want you to think about how in dreams, things are symbolic of other things. And so you may have this very surface level desire that seems very, turns me on, and that's all there is to it. But there's something underneath that. And in order to demonstrate this, I have to tell you a personal story. I'm already getting to 4 minutes. But so I had started dating a guy that I had met in Second Life, but I met him as a teacher connection. I met him in a real life, Second Life teacher avatar. Everybody knew who I was. I knew who everybody was. Well, as we were dating in real life, I mean Skyping and talking on the phone and meeting once in a while, it came out that he was role-playing in a Gorian area, which is dominant, masculine, female submissive. there's a lot of fetish role play in Second Life. And if you want to find out what your sexuality really means and what's at the heart of it, you can use Second Life to explore this. What I would say to be careful about, Carl Rogers says we need 3 things to change, and one of them is a safe space. As long as Second Life is a safe space for you, you're good to go. But at the point where you join a community that also engages in this behavior, like a Gorian community, a place where people are doing research and they're making others into outcasts if they don't go along with those beliefs, if they don't show up a certain number of times a day, if they don't play exactly the right way, you'll be thrown out of this area. And there's a lot of, oh, you feel terrible. Some of these women who have been thrown out feel terrible, and men too. So the fear of rejection, if you join a community that plays into the problem that you're identifying in the first place, oh, I feel a need to dominate women. I feel when I'm aggressive against women, I get turned on, or when I can control women, I get turned on, or, when a man tries to hold me down, I get turned on. So if these are the kinds of things that are getting you in the first place, and you feel that they're socially unacceptable, or you feel they're morally or ethically, and just on a personhood level, they're interfering with your higher development of yourself, then you have to figure out what that means for you, that you're having these instincts and urges to start with. And so what I will say is that I never joined the Gorian areas that he was playing in. And I think that helped me a lot, because what I did was I started studying dominance and submission and trying to figure out why this seemed to call me in some way. Well, I look back and I think, well, of course it did. I had 2 narcissistic parents. My whole life was always spent trying to make someone else happy and privilege their happiness, and so in this community, I also learned some vocabulary that has helped me. I learned to think about the difference between needs and wants, and this has been very helpful. I learned the idea of setting limits and boundaries to say, this is what I will and this is what I will not do. But what's more important is I came to terms with what this meant for me to be in this submissive position, and I decided this is not something that excites me anymore. I used to have extreme domination fantasies as a submissive, and what you find out is that if you're dreaming or if you're fantasizing that somebody's holding you down or doing something like this, what you really are looking for is somebody to really want you. You're wanting to be wanted in such a desperate way that this person cannot control themselves in overtaking you. If you're in the dominant position and you want to control someone like that, this is a situation of feeling out of control for yourself, controlling your own desires, your own sexualities. Maybe you just want to be able to make a woman happy. Maybe it would be enough for you to control the woman in order to learn to be a very giving lover, and then you are controlling her sexuality, her orgasms, her whatever. And, these things can be turned into something that can be more positive, but if you sort of repress things from the beginning and you don't really get to why this is something that is exciting for you, then it's just going to cross over into other aspects of your life, and you're just going to continue being trapped by it in some way. I want to see if there's anything else. I do want to say that I also believe for the last 10 or 12 years that our video games that are coming in for our young men, that our young men are playing, have really been pushing misogyny. They have been pushing male dominance or female a war between men and women. Especially these video game advertisements that come on here on YouTube, that they're all the Chinese games. And so take a look at them and you'll see they're setting the men up against the woman. Here's the poor woman. She's been abandoned. She's pregnant in the cold. The man kicks her out. And now she comes in and now she tries to kill him or something. And it's these horrible, horrible images and subtexts that our young men have been dealing with, especially they're the ones playing these games that are appealing to kids on YouTube. So try to figure out where these feelings are coming from. Try to figure out when these things got associated with you, for you. And so you can see how I kind of worked through mine in the process, and I wish you hope and luck in working through yours. Forgive yourself. Take care. See you tomorrow.